Hello, this is LockZ, and I am playing the next game for the Twisted Fairy Tales event at RPGmaker.net. This is La Pazza Leiorso, a game by Delson, and this is a visual novel, apparently, based on some some Italian fairy tale that I've never heard of. And apparently there's a content warning that Delson, the author, included in this, as it includes nasty, violent sexual stuff that is going to presumably be happening to our hapless protagonist. So, if that bothers you, then don't watch. We're going to begin. This is not actually made in RPG Maker. Some sort of Java game. Or, no, it's apparently just Visual Novel Maker. Okay. Always remember to be good, praise. Even when you are hurt, goodness and forgiveness will set you free. I know, Mama. If I'm good, will you stay with me? Always be by your side, my beloved daughter. No, she dead like 5 seconds from now. Okay, so we're in a wealthy kingdom called Rocaspra. Got a buxom young woman and a slightly blurry king. What? She's a little young for him, I think. So, here's our princess, beloved by everyone. One day the king went off to war against a neighboring kingdom. He's a little old to be going personally off to war. He's like 80 years old, and his wife and daughter are both 21. And it keeps waiting for me to click here when there's literally nothing on the screen. That's a little annoying. Queen and princess waited dutifully. Terrible rumors circulated through the villages and the royal court. Some spoke of assassination plots or revolution. Who are they going to assassinate? The king's gone. Oh, he's back already. Okay. Easy peasy. Costume party. Okay. And abrupt music change. So, I don't play a lot of visual novels. In general, I feel like most of them should be comic books, and the rest of them should just be novels. Because they so rarely do anything useful with the interactivity. I feel like the font has changed. So, Princess has donated to the fund to provide the farmers. That's like... Is that how being a princess works. I thought like they paid taxes to you. Like, let me give you back 10% of the money that I took from you in taxes. Is that how this works? They could just lower the taxes. Oh, so different people are talking in different colors. Okay. We need some fresh cosmetics. We'll just hover to the left and the right a few times, and then play a sound effect and shake and move to the bottom of the screen. Doesn't look anything like she was hit. And nobody was actually here. See, this is the kind of shit that I hate in visual novels. If you're not actually going to show stuff, then don't make a visual novel. Just make a novel. If you're going to make a visual novel, you should show everything that's happening in the story. And if you're going to show everything that's happening in the story and there's no interactivity, then make a comic book. So far, by the way, this is starting out very boringly. No twists whatsoever. Although I don't know the original fairy tale, Princess only has $2. That seems a little odd. No, we're not giving him money. I only have $2. No, get out of here. Okay. Well, I mean, you could have just walked away. Leave! Princess went a little crazy there. Just a minute. Oh, I gave her an incorrect voice. I'm sticking it to it, though. I'm sticking to it. Welcome, Your Highness. It's always an honor when you pay us a visit. Hello, Chiara. Your shop is doing well, I see. Oh, but I must hurry. The royal ball is tonight. You need mouse fur for? Opium? Yeah, like, we are the princess. We can just kind of take things, probably. We got our stuff. That was kind of a boring interaction. I guess I could have yelled at her more and made it more interesting. I don't understand why this is in 2 languages. Like, nothing else in the game is in 2 languages. I didn't see any language options in the options. Is it somehow, like, related to the original fairy tale? This is supposed to be the ballroom? This isn't even a ballroom. Not only are there not people or tables in here, but this is a hallway. You should not be eating in the hallway. this guest is important enough to have a portrait and a unique color for text, but is nevertheless just named guest. My husband, the Patrizio Guppy. I don't know what those words mean. Okay, well, I'll just kind of say, nice to meet you. Thank you for your time. I must be off. She's not good at being a princess. Just be like, I will speak to you after the ball if it is important. That's all you have to say. And here's Queen Double D over here. You want to dance with this guy? Are you serious? How is it below your station to be seen dancing at your own ball? Oh, he's injured. Okay. That makes more sense. Why are you coming to the king to tell him that you're out of plums? It's a problem for the chef. That has to be something from the original story, because it's too dumb otherwise. I feel like I would be enjoying this more if I were familiar with the original story, because nothing is really happening. It's just kind of going on with what I assume is, like, basically the intro of La Pazza Leiorso, original Italian version, but in English and probably with some minor changes and a much bitchier princess. Spy watching from the courtyard. Did not survive the interrogation. So you find someone from a country we're on friendly terms with, potentially an ambassador, and you kill him without informing your king until afterwards. Such as Duca Luca. That's a good name. Duca Luca. It'd be better if it was just one word. And if it were spelled with two O's. Duca Luca. So we're talking, this advisor is important to have a color, And he's even, like, talking about what he looks like, but you don't have him on screen. Why is he not on screen? Like, that is just bad and lazy. Also, my character wasn't in any of those scenes. Farewell, whoever. Don't know who Tortellini was, but he's gone, I guess. Or she. And she's just kind of floating while facing the camera, not actually walking. Is she gonna get poisoned? Blech. That was a pretty lame falling down animation, I gotta say. Servant approached the fallen queen. Yeah! Oh, she's not dead. She's just paralyzed. Day 12. No improvement. Neither Blagagala nor Tigala is effective. The queen continues to get worse. Yep, and we're just going to arise from beneath the floor. Normally you'd have, like, the character fade in there if you didn't have an animation for them walking in. Do I get to yell at my mom? That was a pretty boring day. All you did all day was eat cake. Man, I want to be a princess. Wow, it's midnight, and the only thing you did all day was eat cake. I was thinking, like, if it's like 11 in the morning, then maybe that's reasonable, but wow. What? Oh, she's been reading my dialogue choices. I want to yell at Mom. That's funnier. Wow, what a way to go. You bitched her to death. Ill-gotten sprout. Like a literal bean sprout, or like a little kid? Make him understand what? Nobody else was in the room. Like... I didn't kill the queen. She just died while I was in there. Like, it's pretty obvious that I was not the one who poisoned her. I was just a little bit rude in her last moments. Which is unfortunate, but... Oh, come on. At least put him on the other side of the screen so he's facing her. What? What? If you cut or burn or twist in the right way, you can learn everything, huh? What's a bushayish? I don't know what that word means. Ah! Evil eye-dripping ghost. Oh, I think I might be dead. Until she was bones. Wow. King was eventually murdered in the dead of night. The end. Okay. You met with a terrible ending. Congratulations. Okay. Some credits from where the resources were from that Delson used. Okay. Like, that was the end, huh? Like, I assume there are several other endings depending on how nice I am. I was rude to 3 peasants, and... No, I was rude to 2 peasants and my mom, and then I was nice to 1 peasant. So I assume being nice to my mother is the most important thing for the ending, and then the others sort of influence what she says. But, like, obviously there are not very many choices in this game. So, on a scale of how good of a visual novel is this, I'm giving it like a 3. Because it was not... It didn't do basically anything but the bare minimum as far as gameplay and visual novel stuff. And also it was really slow. As far as the fairy tale being a twisted representation of the fairy tale, I don't know. Maybe it's perfect. I'm not familiar with the original fairy tale, so I can't say how close it got to it. The ending was kind of twisted, but it seemed like that was the worst ending, and there were other less bad endings that would be less twisted. So I don't know. Nothing was really twisted until the end, except that Princess got really bitchy a few times. So I wouldn't really call it a successful twisted fairy tale, except like right at the end. And I feel like it could have been more like dark all the way through, or um, yeah, or somehow led into the dark stuff better in other ways besides just like boring fairy tale stuff and then suddenly everyone is killing me. Because really, I'm not sure why I was accused of poisoning anyone. And it didn't really make a lot of sense to me. I'm giving this overall like a 4 or 5 out of 10. Sorry, Delson.